So we're going to go for a lesson in some of the textures and the colors, and whether it's your style or not. Look at the building. Look at the building in that picture and the roof line there, and see how the points of the photo pick up on the pillow. That's something that complements. We've got some of the bright blue in the dog, and you've got the city and people with their dog in the city, and then the cow, you know, it's New England, and the red glasses. So you got a little humor. This could be a nice beginning of a great gallery wall story. Your next picture is the collegiate dog, and what you have in this setup is a story based around circles. There's a circle in the base of the lamp. Behind the dog with the rope hanging down is a mirror, a round mirror, and then you have the round clock. And the reason why I put that pillow in the story is because it's a little bit more masculine. And when you look at the fur patterns on the dog, you can see the similar to the iCat pattern in the pillow. And you have your neutrals and the gray and the silver and the pillow and the gray in the lamp. And so the rope color, that works for that. So with the same dog picture here, the pillow now is more complementary of the color behind the dog, and more of a texture, but a softer texture. And then the rug itself is also muted. The tones are muted. And then the little dog, you could put a couple of succulents in the dog, and that would bring in the green of the rug, and that's a good beginning look for that picture. When you go now into this little story, Life is Short, Make Fun of It, we have the metallic in the heart of the gold there, where the love is all around, and then you have the little bit of gold in the Believe story. And the fur in the mouse is picked up by the fur in the pillow. And you have just an overall nice color palette with that little bit of black in that Believe picture, and that's the beginning of a fun little look. So in this next series, you will notice that the carving in the back to the right will remain the same. All the other pieces in the front will change. So here we're picking up on the silver in the carving and the femininity of the flowers and the carving in the picture and in the pillow. So it's a more of a tone on tone and a muted, soft kind of look. This next look is more based on the ethnic parts to the carving. You've got the paisley pillow, which is very from India, and you have the swirls in the head of the Buddha, which pick up on the paisley. And so now we're kind of matching the look and the feeling of that carved piece, as opposed to a color story that the last one was. Now we're moving into just some more tone on tone again, but with a little bit more edge, because we've got this leather fringe pillow with this carving now is against a dark chocolate wall or a dark purple wall. You would have a really more intense color story with the same piece of art, and you have the little bit of lace design on top of that little box, which could also be in the story. The third and final story here is now you have the carving, and if you look close, the carving has some sanding, so it's got a shabby chic quality to it. So if we want to take the carving in the shabby direction or the cottage direction, we've got the bicycle piece of art in the back. The mirror is round, and that picks up on the center mirror, the center circle in the carving. And there's a little bit of blue in the picture back there. And so we have the canning jars with the blue, and there's a little bit of raffia wrapped around them that picks up on the color around the mirror, which is also distressed. So we've taken that one look and gone in 4 different directions with it, whether it's a color story, or it's an ethnic story, or it's a shabby story. So I hope this gave you some ideas on how one piece of art can go in many directions, and that's based on your signature. Thanks for looking.